the battle for the heart of New York. It's the coach. This is Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the rare road game for the New York Giants on their home field as they square off against their MetLife Stadium co-tenants, the New York Jets. I'll see you again in halftime. But for now, let's get it up to East Rutherford. Standing by are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense heading out, and they, of course, have made the move. They're going with a rookie, Daniel Jones out of Duke. 6th overall pick in this year's draft. 2nd QB taken after Kyler Murray. And it's his show now, though he obviously has some awfully big shoes to fill. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate.
They don't want it, fellas.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
From the gun, Jones, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's RedRosezz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, Sam Darnold, out of USC. At the start of last season, Darnold became the youngest quarterback in the Super Bowl era to start the first week of a season. But we definitely saw some inexperience, particularly at the start. He even threw a pick-6 on his first NFL throw, if you remember. But as the year developed, he developed, started to put up some respectable numbers. And with some marquee players now to complement his skills out wide, a lot of people are looking for a trend upwards for Sam Darnold this year. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, it's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
23 yards the pickup there.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And the defense for New York.
Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick of the Cleveland Browns in 2017, has returned to his home area to play for the New York Giants. He's looking for an opportunity to really shine. Sharp in returning the football on kickoffs and punts. The Giants believe he can fill the gap at safety for them.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
Right there, 54 Mike.
That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he's got it, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On second down, here's Barkley. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Tate. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The numbers for Crowder a week ago, 9 catches, 88 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's put that team on the bus.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Mike 4. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby shot.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm here all day. Mike 55.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
Let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
A first down throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Bell. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones, off play action. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field, because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jones throw on target to Shepard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Jones now on 1st and 10 toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Always a plethora of storylines when the Jets and Giants get together, and certainly one big storyline is what they've been able to do in the backfield. Saquon Barkley, he's the Giants' future in the backfield, and now Le'Veon Bell coming over from Pittsburgh. He has really solidified what the Jets want to do carrying the football, and both of these guys threats catching it as well. They really appear to both be set for years to come. These are going to be some fun battles to watch. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be a long day.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Let's go.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Jones now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
60 outlaw. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 1st down, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And just a